Hey projectors, Bangers here again. I wanted to show you something while I had this out of the mower, the deck of the mower. This is an X300 John Deere with a Kawasaki, great mower. But I wanted to show you, I've had the deck out because I'm changing the belt, and look, have a look at this. I'm checking the blades here. This blade spins freely. This one does not. It's bound up, and I can just see the little remnants of maybe there was a bit of string caught around there. So what this is going to do, if the blade doesn't spin freely like that, it's either one of a few things. It can be the bearing, the shaft can be bent. Okay, so the bearing can be affected, the shaft can be bent, the bearing can be old and it can be, you know, bound up and starting to fail. The bearing could have collapsed. The bearing actually sounds pretty good. It doesn't wiggle around too much. I reckon there's something in there between under this guard here and the bearing itself. So I'll show you how we take care of that. So we've got the rattle gun here. We're going to rip this blade straight off. All right, so that's fairly straightforward. Take that nut off. That's an M24. And then sometimes these blades are going to be hard to get off. That's a crown washer. You need to make sure that the crown of that disc, it's got a curve in it. It's concave one way. So you need to make sure you put that back on the right way. That's what keeps the pressure on the nut. We're going to take the blade off. I'm going to inspect the spline there. Yeah, that's not too bad. We'll just lay that down there for now. Then this cap should come off pretty easily. There we go. All right. That does spin freely when that's off. Okay, but I can see in here, this is all gunked up with a bunch of crap. All right, so we're going to wipe that out. So that probably does need to be replaced, that bearing, but we're obviously not going to do that today. So I'll bring you in close and show you what the situation is. So there's a heap of gunk and muck inside here that was obviously, I don't exactly know what it looks like. It's obviously some sort of mud or something that's got in there, bound up in there, and that was binding up that as it was rotating. And we'll give that a clean off and see how we go. So we're not getting too fancy here. Be the old $2 workshop degreaser. Just gonna give that a spray. Clean that out with the, oh yeah, there's a fair bit in there. Look at it all. Some sort of muck and gunk. It's got those clearance holes to let it out. But it's pretty fibrous. You know what? I reckon it was like a bit of string got caught in there or something, and that caused it to heat up. Look at all that. That's what was binding it up. No thanks. Get all that nastiness out of there so we can start afresh. A little bit more love there with the degreaser. There we go. Get somewhere. Put that there. Give that a bit of what for. There's just a bit all around here, I reckon, that was binding it up. Cool. Better. So put that dust cap back on. That's normally got to go down. Sit down tight. There we go. Put our blade on. Blade goes on that way. The washer goes hump side down. Up, sorry. Come back on with our nut. We don't have to do crazy about this. These are non-indexed, so it doesn't matter where they are. You don't have to have them like exactly lined up with each other. Oh, look at that, beautiful. So there we go. Free. Even that one's dragging just a little bit, but I'm not going to bother today. It's free enough. So if these aren't free, it causes the belt to drag as it's going around, the blades to drag, and it'll heat the belt up, and you'll wear your belt out quicker. You'll wear all your pulleys out and everything quicker than you should. So just when you've stopped your mower for the end of the day, just get in underneath and give those a bit of a spin and make sure they're free. Or when you've got the deck out doing your blades, make sure they're free, and you should have a better time mowing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy projecting.